Hey guys, Orange Juice here. Today I have a very interesting and fun video for all of you guys. I know a lot of you guys are interested, and by that I mean one person. But I know it applies to a lot of you guys. You know, in today's day and age, it's hard with different colleagues and stuff. So I'm going to be brightening up your life a little bit. And of course that means we're going to be working on guns in Minecraft. Uh, Guns are really cool, but they're hard to make in Minecraft, and a lot of tutorials online, they don't really do a good job of showing you how to make a proper gun in Minecraft. This one will use vector addition, so I'll kind of show you what that is, vector math, using a diagram. So let's start off. We're going to be setting up a right-click detection, so add right-click Minecraft.use Minecraft.caret on a stick. Alright. And then we need two more objectives. We're going to need player position. Set that to dummy. And target position. Set that also to dummy, just like your targets. They are all dummies. Let's see. So what we're going to be doing first is we're going to be tagging the player with the shooting score of more than one or more to shooting. We're going to reset their scoreboard. We're going to summon an arrow. We're going to be summoning a target, some blocks in some direction that you're facing. Then we're going to be getting the player position and the target position, storing them into scoreboards, using vector math to store them into the motion of the arrow. We'll do that for the X, Y, and Z coordinates. And then finally, we will be moving the tags of the bullet and of the player, and then we're going to be killing the target. So just walk along with me, and then we will I think we'll have a good time. So first of all, what you want to do is tag all players scores equals shooting, or sorry, right click equals one dot dot one or more, add shooting. Okay. Do not turn this on just yet, because if you do, you risk a chance of spawning a lot of things. And you don't want that. You'd have to delete all your command blocks, which is kind of harsh. Then what you want to do is scoreboard players reset all players tag equals shooting, right click. Alright, so then what you want to do is summon the arrow and summon the target. Execute at or as all players tag equals shooting at s. Copy this part because you'll use it a lot. Anchored eyes, run, summon, arrow. We'll use carets instead of tildes for rotational stuff, just in case you want to manipulate where the arrow spawns relative to the direction you're looking. Let's add some NPT. We're going to be adding two tags. One tag will be new, one tag will be bullet. I'm adding two tags because we will apply the motion to all tags of new. And then we'll be removing that, so the motion won't be constantly applied to the arrow. We only want it to happen once per bullet fired. We're also adding a bullet tag in case you want to do something with the arrow later on. I'll give you an example of that. There are two other things you can add here. You can add damage, and you can add PierceLevel. Keep in mind these are case sensitive, so copy what I have here. Damage is calculated by the damage, NBT, as well as the velocity. There's calculations for that if you want to look it up, but I do not know them off the top of my head. PierceLevel is pretty self-explanatory though. How many entities it will go through before the arrow despawns. So PierceLevel of 1 will go through one entity, and then if it hits another, then it will spawn. So it can hit a total of 2. Default it is 0 though. I'm going to keep things at default for now. And then we're going to do the same thing, but instead we won't have the anchored eyes. We're going to summon area effect cloud. We'll use carets again. 10 blocks away. This variable right here will determine the speed of the bullet. And then we're going to add tags, and just one tag will set it equal to target. That's pretty good. Next up, we have the more complicated bits. This uses vector math, so I'll create a diagram to show you what I'm going to be doing in case it's a little confusing to you. So here's an MS Paint representation of the vector math that we're going to be doing. And this is only in 2D space, but you could also do this in 3D space, which is what we'll do in Minecraft. So say the player position is at 3, 2. These are global coordinates. Say you want to shoot to 8, 4. Well, you don't really have an angle that you can use for the motion NBT. So what you need to do is use vector math. So what you can do is take the X target position and subtract the X player position. And so you have 8 minus 3 equals 5. And then you can do the same exact thing with the Y position. So 4 minus 2 equals 2. And what you do is you'd give the arrow a motion or an X velocity of 5 and also a Y velocity of 2. But in Minecraft it's in 3D, and I think it's more like X, Y, Z. And so, yeah, it's just a little different from this, but the idea stays the same. Alright, welcome back. So, first of all, we need 3 command blocks here. We will be storing our player position. So, store result, score at S, player position, run data get entity at S, position, and then in square brackets 0. So if I do this, data get entity at S, position, you can see it's an array with 3 entries in it. If I add square brackets and then a 0, it will get the first position, or the 0th entry. So you can see when I do that, I get negative 56.7, and it's the same here. If you do 2, for example, you'll get the last one in an array with 3 entries. So I moved a little bit, but yeah, there you go. And of course, we're going to be, we actually need to add a scale. Scoreboards do not handle decimals well at all. So what we're going to be doing to bypass that is multiplying it by 1,000 and scaling it by 1/1000th in the future to get around that. And basically what this will do is it will increase the accuracy of the arrow wherever you're looking. If you don't have it, it will kind of round, or sometimes it just won't work at all. So 1,000 is a very good starting number. If you wanted to go higher, you definitely could. But we're going to be storing the target position now. So store at results at, or let's see, score at S, target position, run data get entity, all entities tag equals target, limit equals 1, sort equals nearest. Going to be getting the same thing, position 0, and this is the X. Obviously I didn't say that earlier, but we're doing this for X, Y, and Z. Same thing. So you have these two, and then finally we're going to be applying the motion to the arrow. So store result entity instead of score, all entities tag equals new, limit equals 1, sort equals nearest. We want to store the motion. This will be the X position. The motion is the same as the position. It takes an X velocity, Y velocity, and Z velocity. It's a double. This is just double, float, int, long, short. They're all like terms for data types. So int is an integer. Float is it has decimals. Double is float but more decimals, and I think long is double but more decimals. It's pretty crazy, but motion is in fact a double, and we will be scaling it down by 1/1000th. And then we're going to do run scoreboard players operation at S. Remember, this is the vector math that we're going to be doing. We're going to take the target position and subtract it from the player position. Now we did this only for the X. We need the Y and the Z. So let's just go ahead and copy all these command blocks. You can hold Control and middle mouse click to copy the NBT data of the block you're looking at. Instead of 0, we're going to be having 1 here. And then we will have one here as well, and then let's do that again for our Z or Z if you prefer. Use a fancy type. Okay, there we go. And now all we need to do is remove the tags, which I was talking about. Remove the tags and kill the entity. So tag all players, tag equals shooting, remove shooting, tag all entities, tag equals new, remove new, kill all entities, tag equals target. There we go. And yeah, I think that should be good. Let's try it out. And wow, yes, it works. First try, nice. So if you don't get to this point, be sure to go back through the video. The most common error is with these 9 command blocks right here. It's getting the positional data and storing it correctly. So be sure you go look through that. Just remember, there's actually one important thing too. I think the max number this variable right here is 10. Because motion is kind of weird. It can only, oh yeah, see, I'm shooting it, no arrows are going in that direction. It's actually shooting to my right. That's because you can there's a maximum I think there's like a maximum for motion. So 10 I believe is the best. Let's see it here. Yep. Works. You can shoot down, shoot pretty much any angle you look. Vector addition or vector math is very powerful. Let's go ahead and reduce this to 1 to show you that you can in fact reduce the velocity of the arrow. Of course you can. That works quite nicely though. I like 10. That's more realistic. Let's get some of our colleagues here, our friends. Well, I don't know. Were they really friends? Right? Okay. Oh yes, and well, now you notice that there's a lot of arrows on the ground, and we don't want that. So that's why I added, for your convenience, the bullet tag /kill all entities tag equals bullet. Let's add some NBT so that we don't constantly kill them when they spawn in ground 1B. And if you can kind of guess, in ground means they are in fact in the ground. So yeah, let me increase the damage. Let's increase this to 1000. Let's increase the pierce to a little more. And you can see I can shoot through there's 2 here, right? I shoot through those. Let's summon a ravager. Okay. Summon a wither. Oops. So yeah, it also works with the Ender Dragon, but the Ender Dragon is kind of glitched in the overworld. Just have to take my word for it. But yeah, that's about it. Please use this responsibly. I'm not responsible for what you do with this information. You know, okay? I know you lot are depressed. Okay, but it is important to not do anything rash out of anger. You know, it's teach your colleagues about gun safety. All right, that's what I was talking about. When relieving your anger, you want to educate people, not do anything, not do anything really bad. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys found this useful. If you did, yeah. All right. I'll see you guys later.